Hi, I'm Simon, and this is my wife Kim, and we're sailing Britican. I want to talk to you today about 3 problems that cruisers face that are not boat related.
One of the major problems that cruisers face once they get in the boat and out to sea is they realize that one or even sometimes both partners actually don't like it. They don't like sailing, or they don't like the lifestyle, or a variety of reasons. And that can create a massive problem because it's a huge cost to get into this lifestyle.
Our tip is that what you should do is, whoever you're going to go sailing with, is take them out sailing. Get on a boat, go and walk the docks and ask if anyone needs any help. Go out sailing, go on courses, find somebody that's willing to take you out there, and go and actually get sailing and see if you actually like it. Because some people love the idea, but when they actually get on a boat, it's not for them.
Yeah, we've met a lot of people that have sold everything, bought a boat, and haven't even sailed yet. We highly suggest you get on a boat, and if you can, a week or 2 week charter. That at least will give you a feel for what it's like to be on a boat, because it's not easy.
No, it's not.
And sometimes it's not fun.
No.
So that's our problem number 1, tip number 1.
So another family related issue on board is homeschooling, getting the kids to actually sit down and start their homeschooling. And we have that issue with our daughter Sienna.
Every other boat mom or boat dad I talk to, that has kids, everybody's got the issue. It's hard. It's really, really, really hard. So our tip on the homeschooling front, if you do have children, is if you can, start homeschooling before you get on the boat. Get your curriculum done, get your routines done, get your child doing homeschooling. See if you can manage it, or if you want to manage it, because it is hard work. And if you are happy with the homeschooling, then transition onto the boat.
Yeah.
Because I do think it's insanity if you buy a boat and go off and just start homeschooling and everything's new. The boat's new, sailing's new, homeschooling's new. It's a definition for insanity, and the reason we tell you that
is because we went through it.
Because we're insane.
Yeah.
So, okay, so that leads us on to our next major problem that cruisers come across, and that is
family problems at home. Yes, and we've just gone through it in the last couple of weeks with my father, who lives on his own. My mum passed away many years ago, and we got back for Christmas and we walked into pizza boxes all over the place. A car was missing, and he was a bit down and depressed, and his hair was down to here. My dad's always had hair like me. Yeah, so it was a bit of an issue, wasn't it?
Yes, and we come across this with a lot of other cruisers. It's dealing with parents, a parent or grandparents, and it's very difficult because we're, sailing the tropics. We've got white beaches, gin and tonics every night, or so people think. And your other family members or siblings will think, what are they doing? They're off, living the life, and here's, poor old dad depressed.
Yeah.
And that's not reality, and we know that's not reality, but that's what family and friends may think. So if you do have parents or parents that are getting older, this is something to talk about, something to talk to your siblings about, and have a plan in place. And look at other, external resources that can help out.
Yeah.
We were very fortunate. We found somebody that comes in 3 times a week now. That's a carer, takes his, Simon's dad out. Everything's doing much better now.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
It is.
They had a cook-off.
Yes, they just did a cook-off. But the reason we're telling you this now is because it is a major problem that cruisers deal with. So don't sweep this under the carpet and think that, your parents are going to be happy and healthy, the whole time you're out. Consider what might happen. And that's all we're saying.
Yeah, just get an action plan for that.
Yeah. And that leads us to our third and final issue that a lot of cruisers have.
And that is income. Your boat money, your beer money, whatever you want to call it. What we found is in the first year you spend so much money on the boat, so much money going out. It's a bit of a party, and you think, right, I want to buy this for the boat, I want to buy that for a boat. when you don't really need it, do we?
Yeah, and also a lot of people go into vacation mode and go on like vacation every night instead of realizing this is a lifestyle and that's not sustainable. And the money goes like
So quick.
all too quick. And again, we're telling you this because we know it because we've done it. So our big tip on this is, well, there's a couple. I think you need to be realistic about what you're getting into and kind of get your mindset right, that you're moving into a different lifestyle. You're not going into holiday mode. The other thing is get a mentor. Find somebody that has done this before and talk to them and say, hey, what do I need? What don't I need? Do I need this little doohickey or don't I need it? Because I would say at least a quarter of the stuff we bought when we first started out, it's in a drawer somewhere.
Yeah.
Didn't need it.
Or we gave it to somewhere else.
Yeah. I'm probably a half of the stuff we have bought in the lifetime of our 6 years of sailing. We have tried it and thought this is not right and given it away. So those are 2 tips on that front.
So the other thing that comes under income is unrealistic expectations that you can earn money when you're in an anchorage because I'm an electrician or a mechanic and I can go on other people's boats and help them out with their issues on the boats and I'll earn money that way.
There are a lot of people out there that, are just winging it and thinking, yeah, I can make money, I can sew, I can cook, I can do these various things. And to some respects you can. And within the cruising community, you can get a few jobs. The issue you come up across is that most countries are not happy with that. No. The local people may not have jobs or incomes, and if you are seen to be taking any job or income from a local person, not only will the locals not like you, but you'll actually get cruisers that are retired. They won't like you either. No. So although people are doing it and they're making a bit of money, it is not like a long-term plan.
It's not enough money to keep going.
No. And we have yet to see anybody that's been successful doing that. We have found some people that have gotten local work permits, but that is quite difficult.
Yes, it is.
And that can take years. So our tip on this front is, if you can, before you get out sailing, see if you can make it's called multiple streams of income. There's a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad. If you haven't read it yet, it's a pretty interesting book. And what he talks about is finding ways to make a little bit of money from a lot of different sources. So if you can rent out your house and get some rental income, if you can, write a song and get royalties. I've written quite a few books, so every month Amazon pays us a few $100 dollars. And there's a variety of different things that you can do that aren't internet dependent. Like, you don't have to be on the internet all the time, but there's a variety of things that you can do. Our suggestion is start researching things like that and putting your energy into that, rather than assuming that when you get to paradise that you'll be able to find a job.
Yep.
So these are the 3 major problems that we find that cruisers face once they get out sailing. If you'd like more information about becoming a blue water cruiser, or what issues there aren't, how great the life is, what it's like with kids, anything to do with transitioning into the blue water cruising life, please visit sailingbritican.com. We got tons of articles, videos, checklists, all sorts of things there. And if you like our videos, please subscribe and give us the thumbs up. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.